Se você está procurando um lugar para praticar o seu inglês e não tem amigos que falam inglês fluentemente, hoje eu trouxe o Teacher.
Milani. Hello guys, how are you doing?
E hoje a gente vai bater um papo em inglês para você praticar o seu listening enquanto aprende vocabulário. Lembrando que a gente vai falar um pouco mais devagar, vamos usar vocabulários mais intermediários para poder te ajudar. E se você ainda não é inscrito no canal, clica aqui agora, se inscreve e vamos pro vídeo. So, Teacher Milani, welcome to my channel.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh my goodness. This guy here, he's an English teacher as well.
Yeah.
Could you introduce yourself to my audience?
Yeah, of course. My name is Guilherme Milani. Well, I'm 30 years old. I met Tiago at Fluency, when? 2 years ago? 1 year and a half?
Yeah, yes.
And yeah, I've been doing this for over 10 years. I love teaching. I'm in love with my students, with teaching in general. And I learned English, I would say at the age of 17. I didn't speak English as a kid.
Okay.
And I started studying because I got myself into a really embarrassing situation back then.
Oh my goodness.
When I got my first job, I lied. I told my employer that I spoke English, but I didn't.
Oh, just like Diogo at the My
Yes,
series.
Exactly. And it was a store, you know. I was hired to be a salesperson.
Okay.
And I thought, well, if someone shows up here speaking English, I think I can get by. And once they called me and they said, oh my God, there is an American guy here. Yeah, you gotta help us, because they supposed I was the only one who spoke English there.
Okay.
I couldn't speak a word. The guy was asking me questions and I couldn't answer. I couldn't even say hi. It was really embarrassing. And after this day, I decided to study English.
Did they fire you?
They didn't. Can you believe it? Surprisingly, they didn't. Thank God.
He has no idea what I'm going to talk about today during this conversation, this podcast, whatever you want to call it. Today we're going to talk about, he's going to laugh so hard.
Watch out.
Okay, so be honest,
Hmm.
okay? On a scale from 0 to 10, how would you rate your own looks?
You mean my outfits?
No, your own looks, your appearance.
My appearance? Can I be honest?
Yeah.
11.
Oh my gosh! This
kidding.
guy.
Well, I have self-esteem. What can I do?
11, all right, okay. Okay, he's 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, yeah.
So, growing up as a teenager, were you always this good-looking guy, shredded guy, or you were like a late bloomer, skinny?
Well, I would say I've been taking good care of myself since I was a teenager. Even as a kid, I cared a lot about my appearance, but I had some periods in which, you know, like, I think I didn't take proper care of my appearance. But nowadays, I really care about that, and I think it helps me keep motivated in all the other areas of my life, you know? So if I'm having for example, a bad hair day, you know, it sucks. Like, I cannot do anything. I cannot work. I cannot be productive, you know? So it's something really important for me. Were you like that as a kid? Or are you like that nowadays?
I'm not. I mean, my childhood was full of traumas in terms of appearance, you know? Because, you know, people, you know, this skin, this kind of hair, you know, people would tease me a lot and call me names. So I could say that I had low self-esteem.
Yeah.
I would say that. But when I got bigger and older, I decided to change that about myself, to start loving myself. And right now, nowadays, I feel like I'm good looking, and I'm proud of the person that I am today, not only as appearance, but appearance wise, but also as a person, as personality, and my motivations in life and everything.
Yes, you are one of the most handsome and talented people I've ever met.
Oh my goodness, thank you. This guy here, he's okay. I know that he's wearing a t-shirt right now, but when he goes to the beach and places like that, he get lots of looks, like people are looking at him. How do you react? Or
How do you know that?
I bet you get that. How do you react to people like hitting on you or even the looks?
Um, it depends on the way people are hitting on me, you know. If it's in a very respectful way, I just smile and thank the person.
And how about like physical workouts and what's your routine like on a daily basis?
Well, as you know, I'm really obsessed with being skinny.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I basically work out 5 times a week. I love to go running. I love cardio. I do Muay Thai once a week as well. And I love physical exercises, not only for the sake of my body, but also my mind. You know, if I don't go to the gym for 3 days in a row, I start to feel stressed
Oh,
and a little down. I don't have energy to do anything.
okay.
So physical activities are really something important in my routine, you know. I try to keep on track with that. And yeah, dieting as well. I pretty much eat well. I eat healthy, but I love junk food. But I know how to balance, you know.
Okay.
I do it really sometimes.
How often in a week?
Mm, I would say twice a week.
Okay.
I drink soda every day, basically.
Like Coke Zero.
Yeah, but zero, of course.
Okay.
But yeah, like once or twice a week, I eat pizza, pasta, hamburger. What about you? What are your eating habits like?
I try to work out as much as I can. I just lost like 17 pounds. So I mean kilos actually.
Yeah.
So I had this huge transformation in my
Yeah, I can
body,
see.
you know, and I feel better about it. I was working out like 7 days a week.
Oh,
Okay, I was going on I was trying to be part of this challenge. I don't know if you heard about it.
no, I haven't.
And it's super cool because basically you have to do 5 things every single day, like work out every day and then drink like in my case 4 liters of water every
Did
day.
you get to drink 4 liters a
Yeah.
day?
So I got that bottle. So I drink one in the morning and the other one for the rest of the day. Um Read 10 pages of a book
Okay.
and meditate. And the last thing was like journaling because I like writing my thoughts and emotions.
Cool. How do you meditate? Guided on YouTube?
No, as a Christian, I meditate through the Bible. So I kind of read the Bible and then I try to pray and listen what God has to talk to me through that verse or the passage I'm reading. So and then I love writing on my books. I have a tons of books. Some of them are here.
Cool.
So I lost a lot of weight. And I have to change my eating habits as well because I had to follow the diet like really, you know, it was a really strict diet,
Okay.
you know, counting calories and everything, you know, weighing the food, you know what it is.
Yes.
But in the end of the day, I was able to feel better about myself,
Yeah,
you
totally.
know, and I'm still improving, but I'm so much better than I was.
Yes, glad to know. It's a lot of work taking good care of ourselves, but it pays off, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes, well, I know like sometimes people get depressed for multiple reasons, but I see a lot of people feeling bad or depressed or demotivated. And I wish they knew that maybe if they just went for a walk or did some exercise or improved their eating habits, they would feel like much better. They would solve half of their problems, you know? Of course, it depends on the situation, but it's really important for
It's
the sake
really,
of our, not only our body, but also mental health.
yes.
Totally.
What's your advice for people that are out there trying to thinking about eating healthy food or even working out, but they don't know how to get the motivation, you know, to do it?
Sometimes I might sound mean when I talk about that, but
But you are, I mean,
yeah, a little bit. But for example, you have to work, right? So if you don't work, you don't get your bills paid. So sometimes you have to work whether or not you have motivation to do so. And I try to see my health, and I'm talking about doing exercises, eating well, sleeping well, anyways, taking good care of myself. I try to see that as a job, something I cannot negotiate with myself, you know?
yeah.
Okay, I woke up today tired. I don't feel like going to the gym. Okay, but not going is not an option. I try to put that in my mind, you know? So I know what I have to do. Today I have to eat this, this, and this. I have to go to the gym at 7 p.m. If I don't have time, I will go later or I go in the morning. I always organize my day one day before to get to accomplish all my activities. And going to the gym is one of them. So I try to keep this regular, like at least 5 times a week.
It's part of your daily basis, right?
Yeah, totally. And of course, when you get started, it's totally uncomfortable. You don't feel like doing it. But if you just force yourself a little bit to do it, even though you don't feel like doing so, it will become a habit eventually, you know?
Yeah.
So it will become more natural.
The problem is people like try to see results on a short term.
Exactly.
And that's what make them feel like I'm motivated, you know, because you're like, I'm not eating that pizza. I'm waking up early. I'm sweating like a pig and I'm not seeing change in my body. So if you're like, what am I going to keep doing that, you know?
And that's a good point. It's not about trying to see results in the short term because you won't see it. It's about like, I hate to say that, like, enjoy the process because it sounds like I'm a coach, but that's true, you know. Just make it a habit, you know.
Baby steps, right?
Yeah, baby steps. The results will come eventually in the long run, you know. So,
but there's also something, I don't know if you relate to that, but I remember that when I was like overweight, I was 107 kilos.
really,
Yes. Like three months ago, I was 107 kilos. And I was trying to figure out why was I eating that much. And then I noticed that there was something related to my emotions.
you know.
And for me, I came from a background that was really limited in terms of resources.
Okay.
So we didn't have enough food to eat and stuff like that. So growing up in a place like that brings you the sense of food. It's power,
Exactly.
and I feel powerful when I can order some food or I can go and eat whatever I want. And then I was like figuring out in a bad way that was destroying me, you know, and I had to try to overcome that emotion and that kind of memory that was bringing me down, you know.
Did you do therapy to become aware of it?
Yeah. I was talking to my therapist about it a couple years ago. I'm not on therapy right now, but I kept that understanding in my mind for a while, and I was trying to process that, you know, because once you figure out that you are the that you are in charge of your own emotions, and sometimes emotions can guide you to do stuff that are harmful for yourself. You have to change or you're gonna die.
Yeah, exactly. We are always trying to fill a void by doing something harmful. It's natural. I used to smoke in the past a lot.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I smoked cigarettes for over 15 years. I started as a child. I was a really reckless child, you know. I have lots of horrible tattoos anyway. But for many years I tried to stop smoking and I couldn't. But cigarettes were my, you know, like my escape. So I was always trying to compensate everything by smoking, you know.
Right.
Some people do it with food and bad habits in general, but I think it's quite normal. You never tried cigarettes?
No, I've never tried it.
Thank God. It's horrible. Oh my God. And so difficult to quit.
I hate the smell of it.
Yeah, it's horrible.
My goodness, it's so annoying.
It is. I hate that as well.
And if you smoke, please try to stop.
Yeah.
All right, so Teacher Gui, I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah, sure.
Gostou do nosso papo?
Gostei bastante. Muito, muito bom.
Foi um papo cabeça, né?
Foi.
Você pensou que ia ser uma zoação, né?
É, exato, pensei. A gente tava quase chorando aqui, né?
Eu tava ali, chega a voz, deu um cracking up. Mas aproveita que a gente tá aqui e mostra o seu físico pra galera.
Meu físico.
Tira a camisa e mostra pro pessoal.
Sério?
Pode mostrar. Vá, mostra.
Não, menino, sério?
Ok, acabou o programa. Se inscreve no canal, segue o Teacher aqui nas redes sociais.